Hi, I'm Chris, and I'm at the 57th BFI London Film Festival for the red carpet premiere of 12 Years a Slave.
Solomon Northup is an expert player on the violin.
I was born a free man, lived with my family in New York.
Be good for your mother.
Until the day I was deceived.
To Solomon.
12 Years a Slave is the eye-opening account of the true story of Solomon Northup, who, as a free black American, was captured in 1841 and sold into slavery in the South.
How you feel now?
My name is Solomon Northup. I'm a free man, and you have no right whatsoever to detain me.
You're no free man. You're nothing but a Georgia runaway.
The character goes through such a journey in this, and it's such a horrific experience and really emotional experience that he goes through. How did you find it difficult to get into the right state of mind for the character in all the different scenes, and did you find it difficult to kind of switch off after a day of filming?
I didn't find it hard to get in. I think I was already in, right from the beginning, because, I just had such a powerful reaction to the book and to the screenplay, and it really made me sort of fall down the rabbit hole. I started off reading it and thinking about it in a kind of objective way, but then ended up being like finding myself just sort of deep within it and feeling this stuff and being emotional about it. So I always thought that it was something that was kind of easy to get into. He allows you in a lot, and coming out was slightly more tricky, but and the days, not necessarily on the days, but certainly after the whole experience, it just took a little while to find myself, out of the whole thing.
Man does how he pleases with his property.
You come here.
I said come here!
Days ago, I was with my family in my home. Now you tell me all is lost.
If you want to survive, do and say as little as possible.
Well, I don't want to survive. I want to live.
Now, I think it's about 160 years this year since Solomon wrote the book.
Yes.
Why do you think it's so important to tell the story now?
Well, I mean, it's 150th anniversary as well of the abolition of slavery. It's important because it's something which we need to learn from. It's important because there hasn't really been a film that's looked at this subject in this way, and one has to be reminded of that always.
Because it's like a really prominent time in human history, and it's something that we shouldn't just forget about, something we should look back on and remember what's done wrong and adapt from that and try and do better.
Absolutely. I mean, I couldn't put it better. It's one of those things where, you said it. I can't really say more than what you just said.
You know something.
I did as instructed. There's something wrong. It's wrong with the instruction.
Master brought you here to work. Any more, I'll earn you 100 lashes.
I know what it's like to be the object of Master's lash.
No.
In his own time, good Lord will manage them all.
You star in some of the most brutal scenes throughout the film. How did you prepare for scenes like this with such brutality and such horror within them?
Well, for one thing, I recognized that I had the privilege of doing it in an imaginary world, and the woman that I was representing actually lived those experiences. So that was always very grounding for me and humbling, and made it possible for me to do. And then also, I luckily had about 6 weeks to prepare, so I could take the time to do the research and the necessary preparation to make it possible for me to go onto set and just talk and listen.
So what message do you think people should be taking away from a film like this?
I would like for people to recognize the potential for human cruelty in each and every single one of us, but also the resilience of our human spirit.
Well, thank you very much. I'm sure we'll be seeing you in many more films coming up. Bye. Thank you.
I will survive. I will not fall into despair. I will keep myself hardy till freedom is opportune.